Hey, what's up, y'all? Okay, don't laugh at me because I know I look like a old lady. Anyway, I don't care. I'm cold. I'm cold. Okay, I'm cold. It ain't even that. Look at this. It's the sun. The sun's so bright. Look at this. Look at this. The sun bright as hell, but I'm freezing my little booty off. When I tell you I'm not gonna make it in the winter, I'm really not gonna make it in the winter time, and I really mean it. 100%. I really mean it. Okay, so I'm finna start back. Like I did my podcast or whatever. I got a lot of them. Ah, shit! This gray is, damn. This gray is hard as hell. It's still like it feel like I sit on some needles. Hard ass grass. Hell, this is shit for it too. For it tough, ain't it? Ugly ass. Anyway, alright, so check this out. So my so I started doing my podcast or whatever, right? But most of my podcasts is on like Spotify. Okay, so it's gonna be like a lot of random stuff that's on Spotify. But I'm trying to like, I guess I was trying to decide if I wanted to get on YouTube or if I want to do Spotify, if I want to do Patreon. Like, it's too much. It's too much shit going on. You understand? Everybody want to tell you need to do this. You got to do all this. I'm gonna do what I can. I can't do what I can't. You hear me? Period. Do what you can. Don't do what you can't. And that's all I can do. Period. Like, whatever. So I'm on here. I'm gonna do this podcast. Probably on YouTube, and then I might, if I get an opportunity, I'm gonna try to transfer some of them to be on to be on Spotify as well. Cause like Spotify might have some that my YouTube ain't gonna have. You know, like when it come down to like certain conversations, you know, it just might be on Spotify, and then certain conversations might be on YouTube. You know, cause YouTube don't need to be. You know, when you on YouTube, everybody can access your stuff. You know what I'm saying? But on Spotify, everybody ain't gonna be able to access your stuff. You know, and then I started doing like my podcast on like OnlyFans too. And people was like, why the hell would you put a podcast on OnlyFans? But y'all, anybody who know me know I be giving that like game like all the time. I be really giving like $1 million game all the time. But it's just like, bruh, if you want this $1 million game, you gotta pay for it. You hear me? Cause I ain't gonna put it on YouTube. I ain't gonna put it on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay for it. You hear me? But it's some good game. I mean, you know, he'll teach you different ways like to save money, teach you how to make more money. You know, just put something on your brain. Woo woo, blah blah blah. You know me. You know me. Anyway, so I'm doing this podcast today, right? I'm sitting out in the Memphis concourse. I'm at the crosstown concourse right now, freezing my little butt off. I'm outside. I was gonna shoot this on the inside of the building, but man, it just didn't work out like that. It just didn't work out like that. So I'm sitting out here on this hard ass grass. I'm sitting on this hard ass grass. This grass hard as hell. This shit poking through my pants, y'all. I don't know if my pants thin or these grass hard. It's one or the other. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm outside as usual. If you ever listen to my podcast on Spotify, I'm always outside. So it's normal. Anyway, so I'm sitting outside of the concourse right now. And I was like, damn, it's a podcast I needed to do. I had promised on Facebook I was going to do a podcast about how to spot internet fakes for like the lovers, right? And really, I'm gonna just give you like maybe one specific thing that I used to do, and I still do this sometimes. Well, I don't do it as much as I used to do, but I do this sometimes really to kind of spot like people that follow me, and it works good for like the dating world too. Okay, so as a woman, as a former quote unquote IG model, I wasn't an official IG model. I really wasn't. But people thought I was, so we'll just say IG model, right? Okay, boom. Anyway, so when you like model on IG or you post like really, really pretty pictures, like as a woman, like you really make yourself a target for like a lot of men to like slide into your DM, you know, and a lot of them be trying to come at you like real nasty, or they be trying to manipulate you because they be stalking your social media or whatever, right? So they'll gather all this information off your social media. I mean, like, really, like, people say men don't read. Them motherfuckers read. They read. Excuse my language. Just use YouTube. Whatever. Anyway, they ass read. Them niggas read. They read what they want to read, okay? They gonna read how to get your ass on the internet. The fuck? They read. Goddammit. They read. But I'm teasing, though. But for real, though, like, when it come down to stuff like that, as a woman, if you are a single woman and you dating, right? You got to be real, real careful about the stuff that you post online. Like, oh, I want a man to do this. Oh, I want a relationship this like this. Oh, I want somebody to love me like this. Stuff like that. You got to be really, really careful about that, because when you post stuff like that, you have people, you don't know who the watching your page. Okay, number one, it could be a famous person watching your page. It could be some dingy, dirty married man that want to be single on the weekend watching your page. You understand me? You got might have some stalker person watching your page. Like, you got everybody got haters watching their page. You hear me? But like, you really gotta be careful about stuff that you post. But when you post stuff like that pertaining to like your family, you know, your love life, even if it's something innocent, like, I like cupcakes every Sunday, you know, this, and the third. You gotta be careful, because people literally do be watching your page, right? And I knew that people was watching my page. And see, people that watch your page don't say that they watching your page. Like, them, they 9 times out of 10 are not gonna be the ones that's constantly like liking your posts. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be the ones that's gonna hold you down. You know what I'm saying? They just flighty. They just there for the spectacle. They not there like because they actually fuck with you. They there because they fuck with what you doing, like what you got going on at the time. You know, and it benefits them in some type of way. And like, if you a sexy woman or a sexy man, you already know what's up. You know what they there for. You know what I'm saying? But you might be looking for love, like you want something real, but you got to be really, really careful about stuff you post. Now, when you post stuff online, like, oh, I want a man to do this, I want a man to be like this, or I want a woman to be like whatever you post, remember what the fuck you posted. Okay? Because they gonna bring it when you meet them in person, right? If you're an IG model, that means you're gonna be doing promos, events, and stuff like that. These people that follow you are going to pop up at these events. If you work out in certain places, or you frequent certain places, you live in certain places, of course, you know, people notice your background, they will pop the fuck up. Okay? Trust me. If anybody know, I know. Okay? So when they do that, it's gonna look like a coincidence, right? But it's not a coincidence. These are people that see you as an IG model. They want something from your ass, and they're gonna try to, you know what I mean, use whatever you say against you online. That's how you spot an internet fake. That's how you spot an internet fake, right? I used to do this thing online where I would like post the opposite of everything that I liked, right? Because I noticed how I was dealing with this guy at the time, right? And I knew something was up with this dude. Like, I couldn't quite put my finger on it, right? But cause like I said, I used to take pictures and stuff. Like, I never wanted to be an IG model, but that's how they looked at me, right? Him and his community, his group of guy friends or whatever. So he had started talking to me out of nowhere one time, just like talking to me or whatever. You know, we linked up, we was cool for a second, with the blah blah blah. But something was just off about him, and I couldn't figure out what it was, right? But I noticed, I started paying more attention to him, right? So I would post something, and I'd be like, man, I wish I could have some flowers today. And he'll pop up with flowers. I'm like, And I'd be like, okay, that's nice. You know, like, I ain't concerned about that, because we already together, right? But what freaked me out was, like, when I asked you, I'm like, hey, babe, do you be following my page? Do you be watching my page? No, I don't be doing it. But every time I post something, you get an attitude about something you don't like. You know what I mean? And that's how you spot an internet fake, right? A lot of men do that, right? They'll be watching your page. They getting game off of you, the stuff that you like, stuff you don't like, this is in the third, blah, blah, blah. And whatever you post, they gonna do. So that's the benefit of posting, you know, when it comes down to like relationship stuff. That's the benefit of like posting stuff, because you can be like, man, I wish I had somebody to take me to the Chris Tucker concert. Chris Tucker event or whatever. They'll take you to the event. You know, you can find somebody that's gonna take you to the event, right? But when it comes down to speaking on the type of relationship you want, or the type of man you want, and stuff like that, you got to be careful about posting your true intentions, because if you post your true intentions, then somebody could potentially use that and manipulate that against you, right? So what I used to do, I used to post the opposite, or I used to post whatever it is that I actually like, but I like offset it a little bit, kind of, so that it wasn't 100% true, And then I started noticing like how a lot of people would start interacting with me and start saying, just start peeping game in their conversation, right? And how dudes would start approaching me, because I remember I mentioned something about polygamy one time, and how like I wanted a man. I was like, I was mentioning something about polygamy one time. Then all of a sudden, every dude that approached me, all of a sudden had a girlfriend or had a woman. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I'm just talking about a topic of conversation. Like, I wasn't saying that I want to be in a polygamous relationship. I'm just having a conversation online. Like, what the fuck? But when I tell you, like, people take a lot of the stuff that you say online personally is weird. Then, like, I remember I had posted one time. I was like, I forget exactly what I was talking about, but I said something like, I like a man to kind of not necessarily control my mind, but like be in my head or something like that. I don't know. Oh, it was something like if I wanted to, the man has to be in my head or something. I don't know, something like that, right? Then all of a sudden, every dude started trying to act like he was my pimp or my dad, and I was like, what the hell is going on? But like, yo, as crazy as this sounds, like the easiest way to spot an internet fake is to post something, right? If you want to know who watching your profile, if you want to know who watching your profile, if you want to know, if somebody in your life is real or fake or this, that, and the third, post something online. Okay, but say the opposite, right? Like say, oh, I would like some red flowers, which really your favorite flowers is pink. Pay attention. Just pay attention, right? Just start paying. Just do that shit for like 1 week, right? And just post the opposite of everything that you like. And if you post the opposite of everything that you like, right? The people that actually know you, they gonna know that you lying. And the people that want to get to know you, they gonna spend time with you, and they'll know if you lying or telling the truth or not, all right? Because they didn't spend time with you. But the people that's trying to manipulate you will read your fucking posts and assume that is in fact true information. Now, if any comes down to business deals and things of that nature, don't worry about that. Because, of course, all they got is your social media to go off. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't read too deep into it. But, like, when it comes down to, like, relationships and stuff like that, people networking in, industry, stuff like that, be careful with it. Because that'll help you spot who real and who fake. Right? Because people that actually spend time getting to know you, they'll know what the truth is. But people that just go off of what's based on your social media without actually getting to know you first, like as a person or even as a business partner, a networking person, whatever, they gonna use whatever it is that you said on social media against you. I know that sound crazy, but so honestly, like, you ain't even gotta like react to like none of this stuff. It's just to like for your information to kind of weed out the real from the fake. You know what I'm saying? Because I know 100% for a fact, like, a lot of these men will use the stuff that I would say on social media against me, or they'll use it like in relationship to me, right? Correlating to me, in relationships or whatever. They will use the stuff that I be saying on social media, and I'm like, bro, why would you? I'm sitting in your face. Like, you didn't ask me. You just assumed based off of social media, but you didn't ask me at all, You didn't ask at all. And it just kind of made me realize, like, oh, I'm just the IG model person. I'm not the actual person that you want to get to know. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yep. That's how you spot an internet fake. Boom. Y'all have a good day.